Hi there guys, thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to another Sigma product announcement. I'm here with my colleague Matt from our marketing department.
Hello.
Thanks for having it. Thanks for coming on board.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
This is Matt's first Facebook Live, so please be nice to us in the comments below. But Matt, we've had some exciting stuff. You've had hands-on with this new lens, which we're announcing today as well.
Yeah, I have indeed, yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we are pleased to announce that we have the new Sigma 16 to 28mm F2.8 DG DN lens. It's part of our contemporary range. Yeah, and it's lovely, it's brilliant.
It looks fantastic. I mean, it's first impression, it's so small and light, and you're picking it up like it doesn't weigh anything.
No, it's nothing at all. It's only weighs about 450 grams.
Wow.
So again, perfect for your kit bag if you're trying to travel light. And it's very small as well, so only about 100mm in length, really.
That would pair really well with the market it's going for, which is the mirrorless system. So it's full frame mirrorless cameras this fits onto.
Yeah.
So this will be the L-Mount, and E-mount is E-mount for your Sony systems. L-Mount would include the Sigma FP or the FPL, the Leica systems, as well as Panasonic.
Yeah.
So it covers a good range of cameras there, doesn't it?
Yeah, massive range. And to keep it so small, it's formed of 11 groups, 16 elements, which are 5 are FLD glass, 4 are spherical, 9 rounded blades as well. So that gives you the very lovely bokeh in your background.
What we do take advantage of at Sigma as well is the in-camera corrections on a lot of our new products and a lot of new cameras. So actually, that's how we have made it quite considerably smaller than some of our other lenses in the past as well.
Yeah, definitely, and that helps with a lot of applications as well. So main one, landscape, absolutely perfect for that. You might be familiar with our 10 to 20mm lenses that we had back in the day. This is the full frame equivalent of that, essentially. I love the 10 to 20mm, so this will now be a mainstay in my kit bag.
I go out for photography and you always see at the beach, all these guys with tripods always have 10 to 20s on the front. This is just going to be the instant replacement for people just moving into that mirrorless system. Yeah,
definitely. And not only that, astrophotography, got that lovely wide f2.8 aperture as well, so letting lots of light in. Weddings as well.
Oh, of course, Or second camera, wide angle.
Exactly.
Perfect. But I've noticed as well, whilst talking, that this lens is actually very familiar to a current lens we have already in the range in terms of the physical size-wise.
Yeah, it is, yes.
So, let me grab that one. I want to have a hands-on whilst we have a little play. But yeah, I think it's that one there, isn't it? Which
it is. This is the 28 to 70mm. So as you can probably see, it is very similar into size. Done that delivery, so then when you're taking it around with you, again, it's going to keep your kit bag nice and small when traveling. So again, ideal for street photography.
And how about the weight side by side? It's pretty good. So I read that this one's about 450 grams, isn't
450 grams.
And this one's similar. So we're looking at it's under a kilogram for 2 lenses. Which is absolutely incredible, really. So there you go, I'll give that back to you. But as you said, you've got 16, 28 on this lens, and then 28 to 70 on that one. So you get such a good range.
Massive range, really. So one big difference, the 16 to 28mm is internal zoom. So when you rotate, when you rotate the lens, it all happens inside. So this is brilliant for gimbals. It has a very small change of balance inside, so you don't have to rebalance your gimbal every single time that you're changing your focal length, whereas the 28 to 70, as you can see,
that's so fantastic. That's great to see. And as well, as whilst we're talking about the physical size of it, there's no massive front element where you can't add a filter. Now I can actually see we've got 72 filter thread on this one?
Yeah, 72mm. So again, similar sort of kind of focal length to our 14 to 24 that we've got. But as you said, that's got quite a large lens on the front.
It's a beautiful lens.
Lovely lens. Brilliant lens.
But for mounting filters, you've just got to add another system onto the front to clip on a filter. Or we do rear filters on the back end of it. But this, you could just screw that in. That'd be so much easier.
Yeah.
And then it keeps everything so small and light as well.
Yeah, so for your landscape, long exposures, you can just pop something on there. For your video work, Again, your ND filters can just go straight on without any hassle. So.
I can't wait to try this. It's going to be such an amazing little lens.
Yeah.
But just walking us through, so we have a lot of the Sigma fanboys out there. Long though, we have the art range, the contemporary range, and the sport range. So the art range tends to be our lower aperture lenses. This one's quite funny. So it is a low aperture lens.
It is.
However, I assume because it's the physical size of it is so small, we pushed it into the contemporary lineup as well.
Yeah, so it covers both bases really. So.
It's absolutely incredible though. It's 450 grams is remarkable. But talking about, you said earlier on that we could put it on gimbals and stuff.
Yes.
The video market now is all about autofocus.
Yes.
Same with the stills market. It has to be so sharp, so quick.
Yeah.
And this, being a mirrorless lens for us, is a DN, which is part of our, it has a stepping motor internally, which is like a focus by wire.
Yeah.
So it's going to be pin sharp and silent as well.
Yeah.
So if you're doing any interviews, if you're just snapping a quick photo,
Yeah.
You won't hear a sound. It's fantastic.
No, not at all. It's super quick as well due to that stepping motor. So if you're using tracking focuses on your video and your stills, it'll be able to lock onto your subjects really quickly.
Oh, it's fantastic. And then all of our lenses as well are made in Japan, Aizu. So we have a nice little factory up there, which everything comes out from that one factory. With us, it's a family-run business as well, which is fantastic to see, and fantastic to see some great products.
Yeah.
There you go. So we spoke about it being 450 grams for the weight of it, and the size is remarkably small. How have we done that? What sort of materials are we using?
Yeah, it's made of firmly stable composite materials, behaves very much like aluminium in that regards. That means that when the lens heats up and when it cools down in extreme temperatures, there's very little change to the material essentially. So very predictable use of the lens essentially. You can rely on it.
Fantastic. I know another feature which we've actually added onto these lenses is inbuilt. We take advantage of the camera's inbuilt corrections as well, which is absolutely incredible. And this is how we can reduce it ever so slightly. And that would take into effect that in the lens, we would do all the things that we can to make it as good as possible. However, the camera will correct such things as like vignetting and distortion. And that will just makes our life so much easier, and we can reduce it down and create such a tiny little lens off the back of it. But talk about some other things with the lens as well. We mentioned about the stepping motor in there. So I believe that we also have a linear and non-linear focusing modes on the lens itself. So we can actually change certain modes to do with the focusing throw.
Yes.
So if we were saying if you wanted to do an interview or anything where you want to manually focus, normally on a focus by wire system, it's unpredictable where the focus could land. Say if you whipped it fast, that could be near to far in such a short turn, or if you did it slowly, it's slightly different and longer in comparison. However, now we've added a linear focusing option for this lens as well, where you can basically set it. So say if a 45 degrees is from close focus to far focus, that will always stay the same regardless of how fast you turn it. Yeah,
and that could be setting a setting on an L-mount camera as well. So you wouldn't be able to get that in the E, but you can get that on your L-mount systems.
Fantastic. So the Panasonic Leica shooters and the Sigma shooters are going to have joy with that.
Definitely.
Fantastic. So the next question is, everyone's asking, when are we going to get it? What's the price? When's it coming out? I know I'm first on that list to get one. I'd love it.
So luckily I know all that information. So
fantastic.
We will be releasing it for $749.99. So perfect price point for...
It's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, because I think that's the same sort of price point as the 28 to 70 as well.
Yeah, we've kept it very similar. So it will be on sale from the 17th of June as well. So you've not got a long wait since, it's only the first, so 17 days. Well, you go, get your pre-orders in.
Excellent stuff. And it's going to be regularly available in all the UK dealers as well. So you can go into any photographic store and they'll be able to order you one. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much for your time. Do try this lens out. It's a fantastic optical design. I can't wait to have it at the beach on the weekend to have a little play really. But
you won't be disappointed.
You can come out with me. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. We'll see you on the next one.